Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my debating class. Today we are going to have debating practice 1. Previously in half of semester we have discussed about the introductions on the British parliamentary debate system, and I also have explained to you the speaker's role for each speakers in BP debate. In this class, we are going to have debating practice 1, focus on opening debate. I have decided for speaker for our debating practice 1. They are Supriyadi, will be acting as the Prime Minister, and Marlisa will be acting as leader of opposition. Gunawan will be acting as deputy prime minister, and Rohani will be acting as deputy leader of oppositions. And our motion today, this House regrets Indonesian government's releasing prisoners under the visions of coronavirus preventions. Okay, here are the activities for our debating practice. I have posted the outlines on the Moodle. Please check your Moodle account to find out the outlines or the instruction for our debating practice 1. Number 1, I'm going to share you the outline of Prime Minister speech, Leader of Opposition speech, Deputy Prime Minister speech, and Deputy Leader of Opposition speech. And I have posted on Moodle. And number 2, please pay attention on the speaker's role or on the speaker's order to find out your job as the speaker. Let's discuss one by one. Supriyadi acting as an opening government speaker. Prime Minister, you are going to explain about the backgrounds of the motions and the definition of the motion, and also 2 points of arguments. Then followed by Leader of Opposition, Marlisa. Firstly, you are going to negate the arguments of the previous speaker. You may open your speech by giving general statement to indicate that you do not agree with the government speaker. After that, followed by the rebuttals, you may rebut 2 points of arguments that have been given by the Prime Minister. After finishing your rebuttals, you may proceed to your arguments by providing at least 2 points of arguments indicate that you do not agree with the motions. And the next is Deputy Prime Minister Gunawan. Before proceeding to your rebuttals and also arguments, you need to give general statement to indicate that you do not agree with the opposition speaker. Then followed by your rebuttals, you rebut the arguments that have been given by the leader of oppositions. And after finishing your rebuttals, you may finish your speech by explaining 2 points of arguments. And then the last is Deputy Leader of Oppositions, Rohani. Firstly, open your speech by giving general statements to indicate that you do not agree with the government speakers. Then rebut the arguments of the previous speaker. It might be from the Prime Minister or Deputy Prime Minister. Then after finishing your rebuttals, you may proceed to your own argument as the second speaker of the opening oppositions. At least you have to bring 2 points of arguments. Those are the outlines of speech for each speaker. And number 3, for the Prime Minister, please record your speech and submit it on Tuesday via WhatsApp group. Then number 4, for the Leader of Opposition, listen to the Prime Minister's speech first, then record your speech and submit it on Wednesday. Number 5, for the Deputy Prime Minister, listen to the Leader of Opposition's speech first, then record your own speech and submit it on a Thursday. And the last, for the Deputy Leader of Opposition, listen to the Deputy Prime Minister's speech, then record your own speech and submit it on Friday via WhatsApp group. Okay, especially for the Leader of Oppositions, Deputy Prime Minister, and also Deputy Leader of Oppositions, You are not allowed to bring your personal speech without listening to your previous speakers first. Let's say Marlisa, because you're acting as the leader of opposition, so you need to rebut the arguments given by the prime ministers. And Gunawan, because you're acting as deputy prime minister, you are going to rebut the arguments given by Marlisa, then followed by your own arguments as deputy prime minister. And for deputy leader of oppositions or Hani, you are going to rebut the arguments given by Gunawan, then followed by your own argument as deputy leader of oppositions. Okay, I think that's all for the instruction. If you have more questions about instructions, please leave your comments or your questions below. Don't forget to subscribe my channels. And thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.